Assalamualaikum and good evening to my lecturer Sir Muhammad Zainuri bin Muhammad and my fellow teammates. My name is Wan Nokherani binti Warzali. So today we will be presenting about vaccination awareness campaign. The purpose of our group choosing the title of the course entitled Vaccination Awareness Campaign in firstly, to correct misconception about vaccine immunization and to raise awareness of the Malaysian community to register and attend vaccine appointments set by the health authority. Second, to share about the vaccine has evolved with the community and to explain the detail about vaccination program held by the government. Third, to give consciousness to the community, especially Malaysia, about the importance and the benefit of taking the vaccine. And lastly is to inform the public about the vaccine registration process and the steps to be taken before and after receiving the vaccine injection. Next slide is the cause. Firstly, foster public confidence in the COVID-19 vaccine and for the community to have faith in the safety and effectiveness of the vaccine. For the next session, my friend will be continuing. That's all. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Natasha Adlin binti Muhammad Yuzaidi. Thank you to my friend. Now I will tell you about the implication. The implication from the campaign that we have done through online Facebook page, we have achieved 237 likes and various positive comments from the community. Especially in infographic posts and the poster that we have created in the Facebook page. It is hoped that with the effort we have made, we will be able to increase the awareness among Malaysian people to register and receive vaccination, and in turn to be able to stop this pandemic COVID-19. Okay, now let me tell you about how to overcome. The causes usually lead to the question mark that contain how to overcome the causes. Related to the title that we chose, we believe that our campaign can attract and contribute an awareness to community about the vaccination program, because the content that we choose for the campaign is very simple and details. Uh, the community can easily understand our delivery method and they can take action towards it. So I hope all of you please register for vaccination. Now I pass to my friend for the next point.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you to our previous presenter. My name is Muhammad Raznan. So I'm going to continue this presentation. First, we're going to look at our first poster, retrieve it from our C90 Vac Awareness Facebook page about the campaign awareness. We're using Bahasa Malaysia due to make our community understand it better. There are 4 points, given 4 points in vaccination awareness. Number 1 is vaccination, number 2 is vaccine, number 3 is immunity, and number 4 is immunization. We go to the point number 1, vaccination is actually a vaccine boost in our immunity system. Number 2, vaccine, which is an antigen retrieved from virus or bacteria to prevent this disease. Immunity is our ability in our body to fight this disease. Immunization is a process of building immunity after receive vaccine. We post the poster to explain about this disease, which is we currently doesn't have a specific treatment to overcome and can cause other effect and severe complication. Moving on to the next poster, who get the vaccine first. I would like to keep it on hold because other poster is far more prior, which is jom pakat daftar vaksin. This post is actually awareness to our community because of on this date we're still behind and some are unaware or so unprepared yet not understand on vaccination. Does it necessary, compulsory, or worse, still self-inflicted due to vaccination? We post the poster to publish the gravity of need in order to fight this pandemic and eventually end it. The next one. The next one is our campaign, vaccination awareness campaign, using a theme, let's vaccine, choice and trust. So this theme in order to persuade community to take part in vaccination. This we hope persuasive enough to get highest number of group of people who are vulnerable to this pandemic, such frontliners, senior citizen, and etc. Who gets the vaccine first? So we came out to the specific group of people who are priority to vaccination. We emphasize this publication from a poster to make better understanding on who gets the vaccine first. If you visit our Facebook page, C19 Vac Awareness, and you will find 3 types of group, namely healthcare personnel and frontline essential workers. It's one group. Number 2 is senior citizen, PWDs, and immunocompromised individual below the age of 64. And lastly, number 3, healthy adult, age 60 or older. So what should you do after you receive your vaccine? Our post on 22nd of June receiving 16 like and 16 share, 1 comment. This poster explaining about what should you do after receive vaccine. Some of symptoms you may receive are hard to breathe, heart beating fast, swollen upon injection area, swollen on your face, your lips or your throat, rash all over your body, and dizziness. If you have this kind of symptom, do not worry because our frontliner already come in prepared. They are ready to take action upon this kind of situation. So moving on to the next but not least, moving on to the last but not least from my presentation is to explain on how do I register. This poster is a process, a method regarding on registration. But to simplify the process, first thing first, you have to have application. You have to install the application. And number 2, you have to update the application. And lastly, you have to wait until notification received. To understand it better, I'm gonna leave it to my other group of members to explain this kind of process and complete this presentation. That's all from me. Thank you. And Assalamualaikum.
Assalamualaikum and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Muhammad Zafir Rushdu bin Ahmad Shafi'i. So, in the previous video, we have been informed about the method on who will get the vaccine first by one of our members, Aznan. So, in this video, I will explain to you guys about the definition of the vaccine and the content that contain in the vaccine, and also the process in the making the vaccine. So first of all, what is vaccine? Okay, vaccine is actually contains antigen, which is it is obtained from part or all of a virus and bacteria that have been dead or have been weakened. So it actually comes or designed in the form of drops that we can swallow or by the injection. So vaccine is also can exist the immune system, which is it can identify certain germs, which is bad bacteria, so that the system immune is ready to be attacked by the bad bacteria. Okay, so the second one is the vaccine. What is actually the vaccine made of, which is the ingredient in the vaccine that we use in order to produce the vaccine. It actually have five main ingredient, which is the first one is water. It is the basic water, and then the second one is an active ingredient, which is a very small amount of bacteria or virus that we use to be immunizing against. And then the third one is advance, which is it creates a stronger immune response to the vaccine. It also less riskier to our health because it only produced in small quantities. Okay, and then next is residual traces of substances that have been used during vaccine manufacture. It also measured as parts per million or billion in the final vaccine. Okay, and lastly is the last ingredients that we use is preservative, and we also can call it as stabilizers, which is the function of this ingredient is to maintain the vaccine quality if we put it in the safe storage, and also to prevent contamination. So in this video, I will generally explain about the production of vaccine. So actually, as we all know, that vaccines are produced in a large scales as they need to be administered or to be monitored to large population of children and also adults to be effective as a public health tool. So actually, vaccine production, we need to take a few steps in order to produce the vaccine, which is in generally it have 4 steps which is need to be taken to the manufacturer in order to create the vaccine. First of all is inactivation. Inactivation means that it involves in making of the antigen preparation. Okay, so that's the first step. We proceed to the next step, which is purification, which is the isolated. That means that we need to separate the antigen so that we can purify it in the second step. So for the last step, actually it has 3 steps, not 4 steps. 3 steps, which is the final step is formulation. after we purified the antigen, we combine it with adjuvants, which is the ingredients that I have explained in the previous slide before. Adjuvants and also stabilizers and preservative in order to form the final vaccine preparation. Okay, so that's how the vaccine is produced by the manufacturer. Okay.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Hashira binti Muhammad Razwan. I will present about how to register vaccine COVID-19. We have 5 easy ways to register for the vaccine COVID-19 in Malaysia. First way is register through MySejahtera. How to sign up for the vaccine via MySejahtera? The section for vaccine registration is now available on the MySejahtera app. Make sure your app is updated to the latest version on the App Store or Google Play. Second, once you have updated your app, relaunch the MySejahtera app and you should be able to see a COVID-19 vaccination button on the home screen. Tap on the button and make sure your personal details like name, IC, phone number are accurate. Third, once your details are verified, you will be led to this screen. Click on the click here link to the complete your registration by filling up a form with 4 simple yes/no questions. Once you have done so, you will be notified when the next phase of vaccination begins, like details about the vaccination center and dates assigned will be sent to you via the MySejahtera app, phone, call or text. 4 other ways to register for your vaccine. While signing up via the MySejahtera is the easiest and faster way, you can also register your concern via other platforms. Here are 4 other ways you can register for the vaccine. First, COVID-19 JKJAV website, vaccinecovid.gov.my. Click register now to complete your registration. You will receive your confirmation within 24 hours if your registration goes through successfully. Second, ring up the registration hotline 1-800-888-828. You will be required to provide your personal details such as name, phone number, and email address. Third, manual registration at hospitals and clinics. Fourth, door-to-door registration, an initiative to reach out to senior citizens in rural areas. In the nutshell, this pandemic COVID-19 is not a joke for us to be laughed at. The daily cases usually high that surpass 1,000 per day. If we are not taking any action to make the people to be aware of this, the dangers will be at stake and the risk to be infected could be increased. In the end, many lives could be taken away and our country will be collapsed. The COVID-19 vaccination program is a vaccination campaign to ending the COVID-19 pandemic in Malaysia by successfully achieving the herd immunity among its citizens and non-citizens that are residing in Malaysia. Last but not least, our target for this campaign is to gain a good response from the community in order to fight the virus together. That's all from us. Thank you.